I'm going to start awarding Lord Gadget awards to items of kit that I have bought multiple times, let's say bought at least 3 of, and that I've used for the last 3 years, used for at least 3 years. So these are going to be items that, well, in my opinion, you can rely on them to do what it says on the tin. And the first one is Loon Aquel. I just do not think you can go wrong with Loon Aquel. Actually, anything from Loon is high quality, but Loon Aquel in particular. The first Lord Gadget award. So I suppose it might be useful if I explain what it is that a quail is used for anybody who doesn't know. So growing up in South Africa, my father, he always fished dry flies. He loved fishing dry flies. But I never really fished dry flies because basically they would just sink. And when I started using a quail, I sort of discovered why people enjoy fishing dry flies so much, because basically a quail, it is able to help your dry fly float, and it actually does a very good job of that. That includes foam flies like the good old Cat 3 Chernobyl. I'm not fishing the Cat 3 much at the moment because I prefer the Indie Clink, but basically those are 2 good examples of flies where you use a quail on them, and you just absolutely can't go wrong. They'll float for hours. It's not minutes, it's for hours. The quail is also very, very useful if you're using a New Zealand strike indicator. You can use it on the New Zealand strike indicator to float it. And what I've noticed Alex from Tripping on Trout do is he'll very often take the quail, just a little bit of a quail, and he will warm it between his fingers, and then he will apply it to the fly or apply it to his indicator. So that's just something to think about, that perhaps if it's a little bit warmer, it absorbs well. And so what is it that a quail is no good for? Any of your flies, your dry flies that have CDC in them, a quail is no good for CDC. But otherwise, I would say it is a product that you can buy with confidence. And Orvis have a very, very similar product, and I'm not sure if perhaps that is the same Loon product, just rebadged at Orvis. There definitely seems to be a bunch of Loon products that are rebadged Orvis. And there is a product by, I think it's High and Dry, and that is something that I am planning on experimenting with over the next few years. But a quail will be something that will always be somewhere there in my fly box.